Two Congresswomen wrote a letter Monday urging drug maker Jaguar Health Incorporated to reverse recent price hikes on its drug Mitzi, which could be used to alleviate side effects in patients being treated for COVID-19. The letter, signed by House Oversight Committee Chairwoman Carolyn Maloney and U.S. Representative Jackie Speier, criticized Jaguar for what it said was a nearly threefold price increase on the drug, from $688.52 to $2,206.52 per bottle of pills, earlier this month. The letter asked the company to provide all communications pertaining to the price increases to the Committee on Oversight and Reform by May 18. "We are concerned that the nearly threefold price increase your company imposed may prevent Americans from accessing Mitzi if it is approved for use during the current coronavirus outbreak," the letter said. Jaguar did not immediately respond to a request for comment. San Francisco, California-based Jaguar's Mitzi is currently approved for use in addressing diarrhea and other gastrointestinal symptoms in patients being treated for HIV or AIDS with antiretroviral drugs. In March, Jaguar applied for Emergency Use Authorization, EUA, from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to use Mitzi to treat similar symptoms in coronavirus patients, who were also sometimes being treated with antiretroviral drugs, which reduce the severity of viral infections. The application was denied by the FDA last month, but Jaguar Health has reportedly been in ongoing talks with the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases about the effectiveness of Mitzi for coronavirus patients, the letter said. The timing of Jaguar's price increase raises questions about whether this decision was connected with the company's expectation that it eventually could market Mitzi to treat coronavirus patients, the letter said. Gilead Science Incorporated's remdesivir was recently given FDA authorization to be an antiviral treatment for COVID-19, making it the first drug to be approved by U.S. regulators as a treatment for the illness, which has infected more than 1 million people in the United States and killed more than 65,000. Remdesivir was originally developed as a treatment for the Ebola virus. Other antiviral drugs, such as hydroxychloroquine, have also been used off-label to treat patients with the coronavirus. In addition, U.S. should keep Congress informed about nuclear talks with Saudis, GAO. The U.S. Departments of State and Energy should commit to regular briefings to relevant committees in Congress on talks about nuclear power cooperation with Saudi Arabia, a congressional watchdog said in a report on Monday. The Government Accountability Office, or GAO, report said Congress should consider amending the 1954 Atomic Energy Act, or AEA, to require the briefings for the House Committee on Foreign Affairs and the Senate Committee on Foreign Relations about negotiations on nuclear power sharing. Lawmakers concerned about non-proliferation issues associated with nuclear power development had complained they were being kept in the dark about Trump administration talks with Saudi Arabia, many of which were led by former Energy Secretary Rick Perry. Concern grew after Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman told CBS in 2018 that the kingdom did not want to acquire a nuclear bomb, but would do so if its rival Iran did so. Riyadh could announce a tender this year for 2 nuclear power reactors, its first commercial ones. Russia, China, South Korea and France have also been in talks about building reactors there. The State Department is required by the AEA to keep Congress fully and currently informed about the talks. But the GAO found it was unclear whether the department did so. Congressional staff provided us with examples of having to find information on the negotiations from other sources, such as press articles, the GAO said. Some U.S. lawmakers want the United States to insist that Saudi Arabia agree to a so-called gold standard that restricts enrichment and reprocessing, potential pathways to making fissile material for nuclear weapons. The United States struck such an agreement with the United Arab Emirates in 2009. If Saudi Arabia develops nuclear power without the gold standard, the UAE would likely seek to be released from its agreement. The GAO said Congress should consider whether to amend the AEA to require briefings, perhaps on a quarterly basis, and to specify expectations for the content of the briefings. Senators Robert Menendez, a Democrat, and Marco Rubio, a Republican, had asked the GAO last year to review U.S. agency negotiations with Saudi Arabia on nuclear power, partially because they were concerned the Energy Department, not the State Department, took the lead. The senators said they would explore legislative changes recommended by the GAO. Congress must reassert its critical role in reviewing nuclear cooperation agreements to ensure these agreements do not pose an unnecessary risk to the United States, they said.